Hello my peculiars and welcome back or welcome to my peculiar corner if you're new here. My name is Andy and here we are at yet another magical Friday encounter. I've been missing you. I haven't filmed a video in probably 3 weeks I think, because the video from last week was already pre-filmed and I took 1 week of a break as you observed on my channel. But now I'm back full of energy from my holidays and trying to stay as warm as possible, because from 30 degrees here we went to -1 this morning, so it even snowed today. So yeah, it's quite a challenging weather, I would say. But what am I going to show you today? Well, first thing first, I want to show you some things I got from Italy. They are books related, some stuff that mom had for me already. They are decorations and you will see them on my Instagram at Andy's Peculiar Corner. You can go and check it out for more magical content. And I also want to show you four books that I got before I went to Italy. I ordered them quite a long time ago, but they arrived literally one day before we left to Italy, so I didn't manage to show them to you. And at the end of the video I'm going to show you a surprise, because I won one of the giveaways of my friend Alexandra from Croatia, and she's Alex Lestrange on Instagram. I'm gonna link down below in the description her details. You can go and check out her absolutely magical content. Thank you so much, Alexandra, for the gift. But without further ado, let's crack on with the show. Here I am back and ready to show you what I got. So I'm going to start with something that I wanted to get for a very long time. I've seen it in a lot of pictures from a lot of my friends and people on Instagram, and we just went. My mom lives on close to Lake Garda, so we just went in a shop, and it was like a shop that was selling this kind of like iron stuff, like blacksmith stuff, and right there in front of me was this. Just look at this beauty. It is like a bookmark. I always wanted it. It somehow, I don't know, always reminds me of Harry Potter in a way, the design and everything of it. And when I saw it there, I was super happy to get it. It was just this one. I want to get another one. It is made in Italy, so it's handmade, and I was very happy. And I think I paid 15 euros on it in the end. Mom was bargaining with them, so yeah, they got this for me. So yeah, if they are gonna have it again in the future, I'm gonna definitely get it. Now, the next thing I want to show you, they are the 4 books that I got before Italy, so we can get that done with. This is a book, it's called The Secret Commonwealth of Elves, Fauns and Fairies. Now, the book does not have that many pictures inside, so we are not going to do a flip through this book, but I want to tell you that some of the things that you can find in the book are the Fairy Minister. There is like a song, To the Good People, The Secret Commonwealth. You also have the Subterranean Inhabitants. Then you have Fairyland and Hades. And what else do we have here? Fairies and psychical research. And yeah, some essays about fairies and gnomes and so on. So yeah, it's a very interesting book, easy to read. It's not that thick either, so I cannot wait to just dive into it. You probably, if you already follow me on Instagram, you have probably seen it, because I took some pictures and posted it already. Now, the second book that I want to show you, and I got, again, there are no pictures inside, but it's full of super cool details. It's a book that I associate always with the Element Encyclopedia collection, because it's written by Yudica Ellis, and she wrote some of the books for the Element Encyclopedias collection. And this is an encyclopedia of mystics, saints and sages. That's how it looks like. And on the back it says, discover the world of mystics, saints and sages. Now, if you want to pause and check out what's written on the back, here on the front it says, a guide to asking for protection, wealth, happiness and everything else. And you just have literally, it's like an encyclopedia. It's, you know, alphabetical order of all the things regarding saints, sages, mystics And here, for example, in contents, I will just briefly tell you. It's like your friends, allies, and guardians from beyond the grave, ghosts and vampires, ancestors, spirit guides and saints, stars and martyrs, working with the saints, finding your saints, using this book, glossary, and then you have some, it starts with the mystic saints and sages from A to Z. Bibliography and everything. These books are very well put together and the level of information is amazing. It's very, very cool. So I definitely recommend, if you want to get this book, get it. Now, the next book that I want to show you, it's Runes and Rune Magic. I always wanted a book about runes and I never got a book solely on runes. Like I have divination books and of course you can find a brief chapter about runes, but it's not such a detail. But this one, it's super cool. Like I went through it a bit. It says the big book of runes and rune magic, how to interpret runes, rune lore and the art of rune casting. You have some pictures inside as well. It explains you the old Norwegian rune rhyme, for example, or you have rune poems. You also have runic codes. It's literally like I went to the Hogwarts library, took this out and started preparing myself for the runes classroom. Now, the next book that I want to show you is by one of my favorite illustrators, Jessica Rooks. You know that I love her illustrations, and the book is written by Fiona Cook. Here it is. That's how it looks like. I've been waiting for it for such a long time. Now, more about this book, I'm gonna make a special video only with a flip through this book because it's full of amazing illustrations, but just briefly explained, it tells you about each, it tells you about Ostara, and then you have here the rhythm of the wheel, spirit of the season, keeping a journal, how to use the journal, then celebrations past in the present, and then scavenger hunt, then you have plants and animals of the season, you have planting your garden. So it's super nicely, more rituals for Ostara. So you have rituals, and then you have Beltane, you have All Hallows Eve, Lunasa. So it's really, really, really nice. I love it. The illustrations are magical. The content is beautiful. All the information there is super helpful. I can't wait to use it and do some rituals from the book. And I'm gonna definitely make videos so you can, you know, be included in the experience and everything else. So yeah, definitely get this and stay tuned because I'm gonna do a full flip through of this book. Now, these 4 books I got are the ones that I got before Italy, and they arrived. Now, what I'm about to show you now are books that I got in Italy, and 2 of them I got because of my mom, because we were in Venice and she saw one book in a bookshop and she entered. I didn't even went in with her because I was like, okay, I can't enter in a bookshop because I'm gonna buy everything. And it was right in the beginning when we arrived to Venice, and I really wanted to be relaxed and I didn't want to carry too much with me. But when I saw that book, I was like, oh my god, I need to find it as well. And then I found out that there is another book in the same collection. So one is Illustrated Atlas of the Medicinal Plants, and this is how it looks like. I'm going to flip through of these books because it's like just for you to see, like a preview. All of the information in this book and the illustrations are out of this world. It's very beautifully done and very well taught, and it tells you, it's in Italian, so I'm going to translate for you some of the things when we are going to do the flip through. But yeah, it's very nice and it's a good find, and I paid 20 euros on it. Oh, 22 actually, 22 euros on it. So I'm super happy that I got it. And together with this one in the same collection, we have wild plants and for like healthy infusions. Again, it's an illustrated atlas. It has the same format like the other one, and inside it's gonna, you know, it tells you the description of the plant, the even number of chromosomes in the somatic cells, what kind of plant it is, the flower of, like the type of flower of the plant, the type of fruit, how what fruit the plant is making. So it's nice. You also have the Latin name, the normal like name, and so on. So amazing. These two books are, yeah, I can't wait to display them on my herbology corner. Now the next book, it's a book that my mom actually already had for a long time, but finally I decided to steal it from her. So this is the book. It's about gnomes. Again, we are gonna do a full flip through this because you will love it. It's again literally is like a book that you just take from Hogwarts library and you start studying the life of gnomes. You have everything here. You have the wedding of gnomes. You have the time, how time goes for gnomes, for example, and what do they do in each season. And then you have the types of gnomes. You have the way of transports. You have their enemies. You have absolutely everything. You have the sizes, what they are wearing, the physical aspect, everything. Just a short preview. So yeah, you can still get this book. Actually, this book, it's a very old book. I have it again, it's in Italian. This book was, if I'm not mistaken, this book was printed in 1978 in Italian, but the original book is from 1976 and it was printed and it was written in the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but again, super cool book, magical, and can't wait to flip through it with you. And the last find, it was not planned at all. We went to a bookshop and the moment I entered the bookshop, I just saw the book there and I was like, okay, I can't. You know, I'm obsessed about dragons. I love everything with dragons. I actually ordered another book about dragons just now because why not, right? So I cannot wait to show that one to you, but when it's gonna arrive. Until then, I just want to show you this. It's called The Magnificent Book of Dragons. It's quite big, actually. It's very beautiful. It explains to you various types of dragons from around the world. This is just a short preview for you. Again, this is going to be one of the books that I'm going to do a full flip through it because the illustrations are all stunning and it's worth to do it. And just for you to know, it gives you some description of the dragon, and then on the side you have like identity card of a dragon, and then they will tell you where the dragon is, the aspect of the dragon, where do they find, like where are they hiding, the character of the dragon, and the powers of a dragon. So I've already went through it. Absolutely magical. So I can't wait to show you. Sorry if you've seen it a bit dusty, but you know, my eternal issue right now with everything in this house, that everything is just very, very dusty because of the house reconstruction. Now, the next things that I want to show you are things that mom already had and she had them prepared, or she made them for me, but I never get the chance to take them here. So one thing is this. I just told her, Mom, I love this. It's gonna look amazing in my pictures. So if you find another one, just buy it for me. I didn't want take this from her, and then when we were packing our luggages, I just found this in. So I was like, no, but she was like, no, you need to take it. So here I have it. I can't wait to buy some candles. I actually ran out of the tall candles, so I have to get some. But yeah, I love this. Again, it makes me feel a lot like I'm at Hogwarts. The next thing is actually a cauldron, and it's one of my most favorite decorations that I have at this point. Just look at this beauty. And I know there are a lot of spiders at the bottom, but I decided to leave it like that, and it's dusty as well because it really adds even more authenticity to it. And yeah, I just put a lot of shells because I was collecting shells from Garda Lake and some rocks, so I just added them here. So it's full of rocks and shells. And the next thing is, again, it's like a little cauldron pot kind of thing, but it really looks like potions like, and it's full of rocks that my mom collected for me. They're like even crystals, not necessarily just like you know, look at this beauty. My mom knows the names. She's collecting rocks from her trips and so on, so yeah, she would know what each and every rock is. But I'm gonna have a video only about my rock collection when the room is done, because I have some crystals, so I would like to share that with you. The next thing I'm going to show you is something that actually my mom did for me, and she made the monster book of monsters for me. I love it. We had this super huge diary kind of block notes thing, and that I got from UK, from when I was living in London. And one day she was like, oh look, I did something for you. And here we have the Monsters Book of Monster. The Monster Book of Monsters. I did not put anything inside yet, but I was thinking very seriously to start writing in it actually, and to write about magical creatures and just stick or sketch some magical creatures in there, so I can make it even more interactive and even make it feel like, yeah, it really is a book that has info in it. The next thing is this frame, and Mom just sorry about that guys, it's the ambulance crossing, just passing by. So the next thing I want to show you is this. It's a frame, and Mom just, you know, pressed some flowers and dried them for me, and I think it's gonna look quite amazing in the herbology corner. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. The next thing is something that my mom knitted for me, and I love it very much. You know, I love magical creatures, and she knitted a Niffler for me and framed it, and this is gonna be displayed on my desk once I have my room done. I love it very much. So yeah, it's one of my most favorite pieces. The next thing we have, again, it's a gift from Mom. I had no idea. I know it's Gryffindor and I'm a Ravenclaw, but she got it, and yeah, I'm gonna write in it. You know, I write, so here it is. It's like a mini journal, notepad, I would say, because yeah. So, and inside you have the Gryffindor, the lion on each, the Griffin on each page, just very transparently displayed. Now the next thing that I want to show you is something that again my mom got for me, and I'm super happy because I have all of them. It's like the booklets, you know, they have for each house you have a booklet, and also you have one for dark magic, one for Hogwarts, and so on. So Mom got the Weasley one for me. It's in Italian, but again I'm gonna do a full review on this. I'm gonna do a video for each of the booklets and show you everything that's inside them, because I really love them. I think that they are very cool, and they are full of props and small replicas that I'm always using in my pictures. So great set. And one last thing that I got in Verona is my favorite shop. It's Albusso store. You can go and visit them on their Instagram. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. I even have a video about their shop. I'm gonna put it in the description as well, the link to that video, so you can just go ahead and check it out. But because of Marco, the owner of the shop, I managed to put my hands on the last magical creature in the Noble collection, and that's the Hungarian Horntail. So now I have the full collection, and please expect full review video of all the magical creatures by Noble collection. I love them. I've been collecting them for a year now. Finally, I managed to get the last one. This was the last creature. Now, don't forget, if you are in Verona, please go ahead and visit the shop. You won't regret it. It's magical, and everything they have inside is just out of this world. It makes you feel like you are at Hogwarts. Now, that's it with what I managed to get. It's time for us to dig into what my friend Alexandra sent me. She did a giveaway, and I won the Darkmark door knocker. It's super cool. My husband told me that he's gonna confiscate it for me. He's gonna put it on his door. So this is probably gonna be the only Harry Potter related thing that is gonna be in the house outside of my room. So yeah, but what can I do? He likes it a lot. He's a Slytherin at heart. Not that all Slytherins are connected to dark magic and so on, don't get me wrong, but he just loves the snake and everything else. So yeah, I'm super happy. Thank you so much, Alexandra, for the opportunity to win this. Now the next things she did, they are made by her, so I am just so happy for everything she did. She's so talented. So the next thing, she sent me a chocolate, and she just printed the Honeydukes chocolate bar label, and then she wrapped it around, and it just really looks like I got parcel with the owl post from one of my magical friends. The next thing, she probably knows how much I love the before movie illustration, and she made 2 bookmarks for me. Here is one. On the back we have this, and then the next one we have Harry during potions class, and on the back we have like this. I love these. I'm gonna so use them so much. Now the next thing, it's a card. Of course, what's inside the card, I always keep it for myself, but I want to show you the illustration. Again, printed by her and everything. It's so beautiful. It's so particular, so beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to display it in my owl post when that's gonna be ready. Now, the next thing, I always wanted to get a pumpkin juice bottle. I have my own. I created it myself with the pumpkin juice label that I designed myself and everything. But I always wanted the one from the Wizarding World. Well, now I don't have to look further because Alexandra made one for me, and I'm telling you guys, this is awesome. You're gonna soon see it on my Instagram because I took some pictures of it already. Can't wait to post it. I love it so much, and I can't wait to display it on my Honeydukes shelf. And the last item, it's something that completely left me speechless. It's a box that looks like the Advanced Potion Making book by Libatius Borage. And inside the box we have some stunning things. So we have a Veritas serum vial. She put it inside, and I have to tell you, this tea smells amazing. We have an Amortensia bottle. Then we also have the Draught of Living Death. And we have coasters, guys. They are so cool. So we have Ravenclaw. We have Gryffindor. Hufflepuff. And Slytherin. Now, I can't thank you enough, Alex, for all of this. I am very happy, and I'm very happy you are my friend, and not because you sent me this, but because we came across and we are supporting each other for such a long time now. And I'm gonna prepare something for you as well. You know that. Now the house unfortunately does not really allow me to create many things, which is annoying, but I'm gonna get into it. So I just want to thank you so much for being an amazing friend and for always supporting all of my peculiarities on my Instagram, and for thinking of me even before I won the giveaway, and sending me such beautiful items that I'm gonna display with so much love and so much care on my bookshelves, and the bookshelves are gonna come to life hopefully soon. So yeah, that's it for today. I got something else, but I'm gonna make a special video only about that. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Anyway, until next week, don't forget 2 very important things. Stay magical, stay peculiar, always. Bye for now.